Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest VIII. So I'm here in the Dragovian Sanctuary. So let's go ahead and enter this place. Ooh, a cutscene right off the bat. Oh, it can't open the door, huh? That tired you out? That
gate's a whopper, isn't it? Wonder what's behind it, eh?
It won't move an inch. What do we do now?
Well, we can't just turn back. Come on, someone must have a bright idea.
Oh. Okay, Munchie. Well then, let's talk to the party after that. You know that weird cave we ended up in when we had a look at that stone monument thingy with the emblem? I wonder what's in there, eh? We already went through it though. How on earth was our little Munchie able to open the gate? How's that even possible? I've been thinking for ages that he weren't no normal mouse. Acting a bit like a monster now, if you ask me, showing its true colors. I think his occasional fire breathing was already fairly monstrous, but still, he's run on a long way ahead. Shouldn't we go after him? Anyway, the door's open now. We'd better go in and see what's in store for us. Fancy a mouse being able to open a door for us humans. Oh wait. Fancy a mouse being able to open a door us humans couldn't though. Made me feel a bit daft, really. Sorry. Here, I know it's a bit late for this, but what exactly is Munchie? He can breathe fire? Okay, fine, I can deal with that. But then how is he able to unlock a huge gate that none of us could budge? There's no way he's a normal mouse. I can't believe it didn't strike me as odd as before. Yeah. Well, that one guy on the mountaintop, or who has a house.
Welcome to the Dragovian Sanctuary. We Dragovians are capable of existing in two forms, human and dragon.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish my thought. That one house that's above the waterfall cave near Fairbury, he said that Munchie wasn't a normal mouse, and that's why he gave us the cheese. Anyways.
I am Chen Mui, a Dragovian elder. I'll be your guide here.
Okay, Chen Mui.
It has been many hundreds of years since humans last set foot within the sanctuary. Your sudden appearance may shock some Dragovians. That is why I would like to accompany you.
Well, that's nice of you.
You may feel uncomfortable at being escorted, but I pray for your understanding in this matter.
Now, let's see what the party has to say again. Andy happened to arrive just when we did. How did he time things so perfectly? Chen Mui looks like a simple old man, but I suspect there's more to him than meets the eye. Usually Angela would say something like that, not Jessica. I wonder where Munchie's got to anyway. It's weird that he just run off when we got here. First time he's done that, eh? So these people are part dragon and part human. They seem fairly normal to me, apart from looking like they're wearing weird earrings. I suppose I expected them to be a bit more overtly abnormal, you know? I mean, nothing else in this place is normal. Now, I think that the two lines for Angelo and Jessica were switched there. That's just my opinion. I expect the existence of the Dragovian race came as something of a surprise. Yes, I quite understand. Life is full of surprises. For my part, I never expected humans to find their way through the labyrinth to the sanctuary. Well, it was kind of, linear overall, so I don't know why you're that surprised. I can't leave you behind, can I? I figured that it was a proper village because of the music and stuff.
What happened? The sanctuary wasn't like this when I left.
Well, how long were you gone for? Because you arrived, like, you appeared in front of us when we got here. I must ask the elders to explain why the sanctuary has fallen into such a sad state. The Council of Elders must be in a session now. Let us go to them. They meet in the largest building in the sanctuary. Let's talk to the party again. They must have something new to say. By the way, doesn't something about Chen Mui strike you as a bit, I don't know, odd? He says he's here to show us around the village, but it sounds like he's been away for a really long time. I agree, Jessica. It's strange, but I don't feel like we only just met that Chen Mui bloke. Oh, really? I had hoped that these Dragovians would be quite special. It was something about their name, but they're a bit of a sorry bunch, really. I wish we hadn't bothered coming all this way now. I just realized Munchie is missing from Hero's little pocket there. Oh, a person.
Are you humans?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're dying out anyway. Tell me, what is going on? What in the world happened here? Ah, Master Chen Mui. I see you have returned to us. You have my sympathies. You've arrived just in time to witness the end of the Dragovian race.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
The end of the Dragovians? Things are even worse than they appear. We had better visit the other elders. We must get to the bottom of this.
And we also have to find little Munchie. Where are you? Wait a second. Can I not enter that house? Ah. Move out of my way! Okay, I can. I must ask the elders to explain why the sanctuary has fallen into such a sad state. Okay, he's just repeating himself now. All of us, young and old, are slowly losing our life force, our very will to live. Once my father walked tall and proud. Now look at him. He's so weak, he can no longer stand. What have we done to deserve this? And who could have foreseen the tragedy that would befall our Lord? Let's go ahead and a bottle of fresh milk. I imagine that this is somehow related to Rapthorn, since he's still alive. A piece of premium mold. You know, what's happening to the Dragovians right now. I mean, it did say in the book in the Black Citadel that that the Dragovians fought against Rapthorn a long time ago, from what I recall.
Humans? What are they doing here? If only I had the strength to turn into my dragon form, I would scorch them where they stand.
I should have expected that even ill health wouldn't quench your hatred of humans.
Master Chen Mui, so you brought these humans into our sanctuary. You traitor! It's ridiculous notions like this that made your daughter commit her offense against our race.
An offense against our race, you say? You haven't changed one bit. Well, there's no sense trying to reason with a stone. Let's leave this stubborn old man to his own devices. Fool or
daughter,
not,
huh?
It isn't right to antagonize a man on his sickbed.
Huh. I refuse to admit this crisis has anything to do with our attitude towards humans. Humans are bad luck for our people. They always have been, and they always will be. Chen Mui's daughter is proof enough for that. Huh. By the way, doesn't something about Chen Mui... Oh, she's just repeating herself? Okay. Let's go outside again. I found quite a few treasures in there. Okay, I already got the pots that were on the side there. Oh, you can go up this? No? Okay. I thought maybe you'd be able to go up onto the roof of that building there. This is a pretty novel experience for me, because like I said, I never did this before, so... A piece of rock salt, huh? Actually, if I was playing the 3DS version, this would probably be even more novel for me, because you get, you know, 2 extra party members in that game. That version of the game, rather. It has been many years since I last saw a human, and then only a dead one. Did you happen to see a gravestone on your way here? That is where his body was found. That was some 20 years ago. He was a young man, and he appeared to be royalty of some kind. I believe that they're talking about the gravestone that belonged to El Trio. I think that was his name. The great and benevolent goddess. Oh, okay, so she's a save point lady. Remember, the all-seeing goddess watches over every step of the journeys we take. I look forward to seeing you again. Okay. Not much in this house, but that's fine. Actually, I didn't even try to lift up those one pots that were in that one corner, but I doubt that you can lift them up. So, I'm assuming that that big house up there is probably the chief's house, so I'll go to that one last. The gate to the sanctuary can only be opened by those of the Dragovian race, so it is a shock to see humans here. Wait a second. Truth be told, I'm glad to see you. Looking back, I think isolating ourselves was the wrong path to take. Just look at us now. If you ask me, our fate was sealed the moment we made the decision to cut our ties with the humans. Huh. No, I didn't mean to talk to him. I think I see what's going on now. I think I understand. If you're paying attention, you probably know too. It all makes sense. That path only leads to my house. Before we go there, I must find out what happened to the sanctuary. We must speak to the elders. Or with the elders, whatever he said. I'll, go over here then. Oh, there's like these little, dragon statue things that form like the entrance right there. That's neat. Is there anything back here? No? Okay. Actually, I found a couple of, things so far. What do you call them? Well, at least I found one of them. A mini medal? Yeah, there we go. There's another mini medal. I might actually go over to the mini medal place to turn in all of them for the final reward. Because I remember being really close to having them all. I'm sorry, but the law of the sanctuary forbids me from doing business with humans. With special permission from the Council of Elders, it would be possible, but for now I cannot, and I must ask you to leave. Okay, actually there's something I want to check, just to make sure. Okay, did I already search these 2 bags? You know what, I'm gonna assume I did. Because if I didn't, then I can always go back to the item shop here, which I believe that, yeah, that's the item shop. Just because. Okay. Like, you know, because the notes for treasure will tell me whether or not I found everything. Hey, let's talk to this guy.
Master Chen Mui, what a surprise. It has been many years. When did you return?
Save the pleasantries. You must tell me what is happening here. I apologize. That's a matter for me to discuss with the council elders. Pray, let us pass.
Most honored Chen Mui. You may pass, but I cannot permit the humans to enter the council chamber with you.
We are facing a dire crisis, and you stand on formalities? I will take full responsibility for my guests. Now move out of my way at once.
It appears your mind is made up, Master Chenmui. In that case, please, enter.
Well, it didn't take very much to convince him. Okay. Humans entering the chamber of the Council of Elders. It's unprecedented. I suppose it can't be helped with things the way they are now. Okay. Just seeing if I can get any extra dialogue for them. Okay.
What is this? The Council of Elders is in session.
Ah! If it isn't Chenmui.
I actually just noticed that we haven't seen any little kids so far.
It is. It is indeed. Welcome back to the Council, Chenmui.
You guys gonna notice the humans?
Thank you. But let us save the pleasantries for later. First, tell me how the Sanctuary could have fallen into this state.
Yes. I forgot that you left before the ritual was carried out. Very well. Let me tell you how all this came about.
Okay.
Just after you left Chenmui, the Lord of the Dragovians came to a momentous decision. As of course you know, we Dragovians are both human and dragon. He decided the time had come for us to abandon our human forms once and for all.
What? Preposterous! Does such a ritual really exist?
Our Lord ascended the heavenly dais to test the ritual on himself first. Once it was completed, our Lord became a dragon once and for all. Or so he thought.
So these guys did it to themselves. It had nothing to do with Rapthorn.
In fact, the ritual failed. As you know, it consumes a great deal of energy for us to remain in our dragon forms. The ritual compensated for this by replenishing the energy from the ambient surroundings. In other words, our Lord began to absorb the energy of his fellow Dragovians.
I just want to point out that this guy's mustache is way too low on his face. It's very distracting, and I apologize, but now you can probably see it too.
We are slowly being consumed by his unending hunger for energy. Thus, the Sanctuary has fallen into discord and disarray.
Anyways, this sucks for them.
As soon as we realized the ritual had failed, we appeared before the Lord of the Dragovians to plead with him to reverse it.
Let me guess, he doesn't have his mind anymore.
But the ritual appears to have affected his mind as well. In his current state, he cannot be reasoned with.
In other words, we have to beat him up to get him to see reason. That's pretty, I figured as much.
What now sits upon the heavenly dais is not the Lord of the Dragovians, but a savage, uncontrollable monster.
Either beat him up to get him to see reason, or just beat him up and kill him, essentially. I think those are the only two options.
He attacked us. We had no choice but to withdraw.
And soon the Sanctuary of the Dragovians will be no more. I can put it no more plainly than that.
I see. It appears terrible events have unfolded during my absence.
Chenmui, I meant to ask earlier, but who are your companions? They appear to be humans, if my eyes do not deceive me. I mean no rebuke. I am simply curious.
Your eyes do not deceive you. These humans intend to confront the Lord of Darkness, Rapthorn.
I knew it. I knew that he had to be... Okay, it's pretty obvious who this is. Shenmue is Munchie. He has to be. I mean, like, if you look at his name, Shenmue is actually, when you scramble it up, you can, like, rearrange the letters, it actually spells Munchie. That's funny.
Indeed. Is he?
There will be time for that later. They plan to confront the Lord of Darkness, you say?
If that is the case, they have arrived at a most fortuitous point in our conversation.
But can we really entrust such an important task to outsiders?
These guys seem to be a lot more reasonable than I expected them to be.
Outsiders? Perhaps you should introduce yourselves to the Council of Elders.
Okay. Oh, we're supposed to talk to him, okay. Let's talk to the party first, though. Why exactly would the Lord of Dragovians carry out such a dangerous ceremony? He put the lives of his subjects at risk. And even if it wasn't risky, don't you think abandoning your human form would be pretty inconvenient? I just can't understand it. Some of them elders seem to know a thing or two about you, eh, Gav? Trust you have people knowing about you even in another world. I can't help feeling that we're going to get roped into doing something we'd rather not be involved in if we stick around. I probably mentioned before that my premonitions tend to come true. Let's hope I'm wrong this time. Actually, he did have like that dream thing that he was telling us about, where he saw the stone monument or whatever for entering the Dragovian path. Like, he's the one who actually saw that in a dream and he tells you about it. Oh, I can't go down here, huh? Beyond this point lies the path to the heavenly dais, okay. I don't care if you're guests of Shenmue or Munchie. None may pass without the express authorization of the Council of Elders. Okay. I mean, I already knew that Munchie was something special, I just wasn't expecting him to look like an old man. I had never imagined the Lord of Dragovians would suffer such a fate. Will you restore him to sanity and save the Dragovian Sanctuary from destruction? Well, we've helped people before, so... Although we did not participate in the battle against the Lord of Darkness long ago, we are perfectly aware of how powerful Rapthorn is. Wait a second, I thought the Dragovians did help. You are but humans, yet you still choose to face him. It is most impressive. No matter how one looks at it, it is only natural for us Dragovians to exist in both human and dragon form. Our Lord's decision to abandon his human form against all reason is at the root of the tragedy that befalls us. Oh, you're a hero, are you? My, haven't you grown into a fine young man? Okay. Well, I did know about some of this, so I'm assuming, this is just my guess, but I think that Shenmue over there is actually Hiro's grandpa. There's a way to save the Lord of Dragovians from this madness. That is, by defeating him in battle. When he falls, he will return to his human form. And to his senses, one would hope. As such, we convened a discussion to select a brave warrior from among our race to fight the Lord of Dragovians in single combat. However, we reached the inevitable conclusion that, in our present state, there are none among us strong enough to survive such a confrontation. Anyways, the reason why I arrived at that conclusion regarding Hiro and...
I see. It would take powerful warriors indeed to overcome the strength of the Lord of the Dragovians.
The reason why I arrived at the conclusion that Hiro is probably Shenmue's grandson is because his daughter had apparently disgraced their race. And I'm assuming that his daughter had actually married a human, and, you know, had Hero, essentially. And that's why that one Dragovian that we met, that one guy who was, like, talking about how he would have killed us if he had the strength to do so, you know, so upset to see us. Anyways, let's continue.
Which makes these humans perfect for the task. Indeed, their valor has been acknowledged by none less than the godbird Imperia.
The god bird Imperia.
I hesitate to ask any more of you when you already journey under such a terrible burden. But before you confront Rapthorn, I would ask that you face the Lord of the Dragovians. Think of it as a personal request from me. Will you accept?
Of course, yeah.
I had faith in you from the very start. Simply hearing that lifts my spirits. Please, come to my home, where I will prepare a cheese banquet suitable for great heroes such as yourselves.
They're making it way too obvious. If most people hadn't figured it out by, you know, a long while back, then they would have figured it out now. Cheese banquet. The Dragovians are being drained of their energy, their very life force, and now we know why. We can't just leave them like this. Let's do something about that lord of theirs. So Dragovians really can turn into dragons, eh? I wondered if the old man was just pulling our legs. I mean, they all look human to me. I'm looking forward to seeing how big that Dragovian Lord bloke is now. Yangus, you're insane. Just a thought, just as I thought. I knew as soon as we heard about that Lord of the Dragovians chap, you'd end up putting our names down to fight him. Sorry, I'm not trying to blame you. You could hardly have refused. Huh, I seem to be gaining more understanding in my old age. Angelo is so weird. My humble abode is the two-story dwelling located at the edge of the Dragovian Sanctuary. You must be tired from your long journey. Why don't you come and stay with me for the night as my honored guests? No matter how one looks at it, it is only natural for us Dragovians to exist in both. Okay, he's just repeating himself. The heavenly dais is considered holy ground by those of the Dragovian race. Now, however, the path leading to the dais has become a place of great danger, filled with vicious monsters. Prepare yourselves well, for you will face many foes on your way to your confrontation with our Lord. Well, first of all, we're going to visit Grandpa's house. That's what I'm calling him now. I was sure you would be driven from our sanctuary. Whatever did you tell the elders to convince them to let you stay? What? You're going to face our lord in combat? The elders are allowing humans to challenge the lord of the Dragovians? What madness is this? I imagine that one guy who hates humans would be very, very upset by this revelation. Okay, let's search the house. Gotta find all the treasure. Oh, who's this?
Master Chen Mui, you finally returned. I have looked forward to this day.
Ah, yes. Thank you for watching over things in my absence. I brought some human guests with me today. I want you to make sure they are comfortable.
Guests from the human world? Do you mean one of them is Miss Chia's?
Why don't you begin preparing tonight's meal?
Once again, I'm now convinced that whoever Miss Gia is she's Hiro's mother.
Of course, Master. A cheese banquet, I presume. I'll begin preparations right away.
Please, make yourselves at home.
I'm sure they will. A treasure chest right there.
Wow, what a spread, eh? I don't think I've ever eaten that much cheese in my whole life. Not that I'm complaining, mind. That was good grub. I'm just feeling a bit cozy round the old midriff.
That's Yangus, always thinking with his stomach. By the way, there's something about this Chen Mui fellow that sticks in my mind.
Couldn't figure it out on your own?
We only just met him today. How does he know so much about us?
Actually, I found the attitude of the elders even more bizarre. It was as if they'd known about you for a long time.
You reckon? I didn't notice nothing weird. But if it's bugging you like, why don't you ask that old Shem What's-It bloke, eh?
You know, for once, I actually agree with you, Yangus.
I seriously doubt he'll spit out the truth there and then, but it can't hurt to try.
I mean, I don't know. The treasure chest is securely locked and can't be opened. Ooh. That's the first time that's happened. I mean, for as far as, like, related to, you know, ever since I got the ultimate key or whatever, that's not happened at all. Do you have any idea why these people might know about you, Hero? Yes, I do. You do? Why didn't you tell us earlier? We wouldn't have wasted so much time thinking about it. I've stuffed myself to the gills today, and now I'm just about ready for bed. Oh, there's nothing like a nice long kip after a belly full of grub. Smashin'! Okay. Sounds like Chen Mui was quite an important chap here, doesn't it? He and King Trode really go to show how you can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, I can still open this at least. So if there's still a treasure chest left after everything, after I, you know, search everywhere, then that means that the treasure chest is the thing that I'm missing. There, Gov. It's a bit late to be going places, ain't it? Okay. Oh. The room you're staying in once belonged to Chen Mui's only daughter, Zia. Zia? I don't know. She was a curious and adventurous girl. One day, she decided to go see the world of humans for herself. When Chen Mui noticed she was missing, he immediately set off to find her and bring her home. But by the time he located his daughter, she had already fallen in love with a human. His name was El Trio, and he was a prince in the world of humans. I don't remember the name of his kingdom, but I do recall it having a certain tradition. The men there gave a ring with a special jewel set in it to their betrothed. Messiah returned to the Dragovian Sanctuary with just a ring on her finger. Huh. So El Trio was probably Hero's mother then. Father, I mean. Sorry. Let's see. So I've definitely heard the name El Trio in the past. I just don't remember where I heard it at. It's been such a long time since I heard it. On the path to the Dragovian Sanctuary lies an old grave. It belongs to El Trio, the human who promised his heart to Messiah. It appears that he attempted to follow his beloved from the world of humans all the way to the Dragovian Sanctuary. But the road here is long and fraught with perils. He died just before reaching the end of his journey. I'd never see Messiah so sad as the day she heard the news. She passed away not long after. Even now, Master Chen Mui deeply regrets his decision to split their relationship asunder. Oh, really? So Chen Mui is the one who did it. Let's go ahead and search this bookshelf. It's a book entitled Bustiers I Have Known. My lifelong obsession with Bustiers has led me to spend many years in search of the ultimate specimen, the divine Bustier. Thanks to the miracle of alchemy, my dream has finally come true. The recipe is simple. All you have to do is combine the shimmering dress with... I can't go and give away all my secrets now, can I? Bustier lovers, if you find this book, use the clue I have given you to create your own divine Bustier. After all, where's the fun in me just telling you? I'm praying that someone with the same dedication I showed is now reading these words. Hero discovers a new recipe for the alchemy pot. pot. Divine Buster equals question mark plus shimmering crest. Huh. Okay. Let's use no treasure very fast. Just out of curiosity. Oh. So it seems like I've gotten everything. You look like there's something on your mind. Come on, out with it then. I see. You're curious as to how we seem to know so much about you, hero. Well, that's hardly surprising, but I'm going to have to ask you to wait. For the moment, I'd like you to focus on the matter at hand. That is, bringing the Lord of Dragovians back to his senses and saving the Dragovian Sanctuary. When you have completed that task, I promise I'll answer each and every one of your questions. Okay. So he wants us to... Can I go outside? Here, Gov. It's a bit late going places, ain't it? Okay. I wonder... Let's talk to the party again one more time. Do you have any idea why these people... yeah, sure. I've already said that to you anyways. I guess I gotta go back to sleep. Maybe re-examine the bed. Would you like to spend the night here? Yes, I would. Kind of weird that they didn't have like a cutscene and then immediately go to the next day, but whatever.
Awake already? How do you feel? Did you sleep well?
Yep.
Glad to hear it. I'm counting on you. Today, you will visit the heavenly dais. The path is a labyrinth. The entrance lies beyond a portal, beneath the council chamber.
Yeah, we already found that. Okay, let's talk to the party again very fast. Chen Mui wouldn't tell us anything. I suppose it can't be helped at the moment. First things first, let's confront the Lord of the Dragovians and save this village. Right then, we've had a good rest, so it's time to go and fight the Dragovian Lord bloke. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Apart from Chen Mui, these Dragovian people aren't the friendliest bunch we've ever met. Part of me almost wonders why we're bothering. No, I don't mean that. Maybe I just got out of bed on the wrong side. They deserve our help despite their rudeness. I'm not normally this agreeable. Maybe I've been around you too long, hero. Well, first of all, they haven't been that rude, Angelo. Second of all, like, there was only one that was actually truly, truly rude. Talking about how he wanted to kill us. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go over to Princess Minnie's castle very fast. And then I'm going to go ahead... Yeah, I'm going to turn in the mini medals that I found. And then I'm going to go ahead and quit. Because this video is already pretty long. I was kind of surprised by how much there was to do in the little town there. Well, hello, I'm Minnie, Princess of Medals, you know? I collect mini medals from all over the world. Okay. I have 111, which is kind of cool. Permit one to bestow you a flail of destruction as an expression of gratitude for the 110 mini medals you have collected on our behalf. Hero receives the flail of destruction. Oh, Hero, thank you. It's simply wonderful of you, bringing me so many mini-medals. I do hope you'll forgive me, but one seems to have run out of items to reward you with. You have them all already. Isn't it exciting? Thanks to your valiant efforts, Hero, one finally feels one has fulfilled one's royal obligation. Now one's true quality will be recognized, and one shall be able to follow in one's father, King Maximilian's footsteps. Okay, that's cool. So this right here, it has an attack power of 125, and it can hit all enemies. I can replace the Flail of Fury that he has here. No, I'm not going to equip that yet. So if I equip this, it lowers his attack power by 10. You know, the Heavy Hatchet is actually pretty strong. but it essentially acts as like the same way the boomerang or the Gringham whip acts. So now all three of these characters have an attack that can hit all enemies for free, essentially. You know, no MP cost. So that's pretty cool. The only thing about the flail is that it doesn't have any kind of like skill branch. In other words, it's not part of the hammer, axe, or club branch for Genghis. But other than that, it is very useful for most normal encounters. I'm going to go ahead and go over to the save point here in the Dragovian Sanctuary before I stop. Actually, I should have checked to see if Munchie was in my pocket while I was over there. It doesn't matter. Oh, I just remembered something. I wonder if we can access the item shop now. I'll check that out very fast. I'd like to be able to check out the items that they have. If they have anything useful. I could always grind for money off camera, you know. The elders informed me of your intention to face the Lord of Dragovians. My humble shop is at your service. Okay, cool. That's what I thought might happen. Okay, the only thing here that I think is actually worth buying is probably the premium mold. And the reason why is because I think that you can actually make high-strung cheese with premium mold. So I might actually get some of those off camera and like make a bunch of high-strung cheese. Because if you remember, high-strung cheese allows you to increase your tension. Let me see. One of Munchie's favorites. A tension-raising cheese, yeah. So, that's cool. Now let's go over to the save point very fast. Maybe even talk to that one guy in that room. Because I believe he was on the lower floor of the place. Yeah, it was in this building right here. At least I think so. Oh, he wasn't in this building. He was in the other building. But the lady that allows you to save is still here. Okay, cool. So thank you very much for watching. The next time I play, I will be continuing on to the Heavenly Dais and fighting the Lord of Dragovians, I assume. So that should be fun. So yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye!